Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Glass Man's world. So, I just got done with that job earlier where I was sharing the little small turtle sanctuary, and now I am walking all the way from. Well, I guess you can't see because the trees in the way up there by Paseo del Norte, all the way down Eubank right here. I'm gonna be almost to Academy right here, and then hopefully I'll be able to catch a bus without a problem and without having to wait another like 30 minutes to an hour. But I just figured I'd go live and say what's up, how you guys doing. Check it out, these are some pretty nice homes. You can see like right over their yards here. So this is actually Tanawan, guys. These are really nice homes, and this is basically like before they built like the larger homes way up in the heights. Tanawan was like the ritzy place in Albuquerque. They have their own golf course here, as you can see. Over there, I guess someone hit the fence, knocked the fence, and I don't know if a car flipped over. I don't see any kind of tire tracks or anything like that, but that whole entire fence got taken down. It's pretty big. It's like one of these, and I think it had the double arm like this one here at the end to help with the extra support. So I'm almost to the light here. That's where the bus stop is, guys. But I just figured I'd give you a little bit of a cool view of the far northeast heights. Check it out. You can go underneath there, drive under the bridge right here, and then get out over there to the other side of the golf course. Should I yell 4? 4! Just kidding. So that guy is about to swing right there. Is he? Is he gonna have a good shot? Should I make him nervous by watching him? Oh, look at that. You don't have to go through the... Nah. Golf is pretty boring. It's fun to play, boring to watch. It is definitely not really a spectator sport. Unless you're into, you know, those polo shirts and khaki pants. If you're into that kind of thing, then you might like some golf. Oh look, hole in the wall. Oh! He actually just teed off. Missed it. Alright, so almost to the stop here. It's gonna suck if I see the bus come around the corner here while we're live. I don't know when the bus comes. I'm not trying to run. I kind of injured my knee a little while ago while I was pulling some weeds. I was pulling like something like that. I think it was either one of those or I don't know if there's any other weeds like that. I think it was one of these, which I don't know if that's lemon balm or what that is. I don't know. It's basically just weeds or sagebrush, right? Chamiso sagebrush right there. I don't really know. You got all this like wild grass that grows, all kinds of prickly bushes. These here, the nightshades, they look like they got little like tomatoes on them. These things hurt. You gotta use the gloves when you're pulling them off because they got these crazy tiny ass little burrs on there that you won't think to grab or you won't think to notice until you poke your fingers with them. And then we're also notorious for the goat heads, which are these here. We got the little yellow flowers here, and then these are a very pointy leaf on them. Here's another one here. As you can see, here's the notorious goat head right there growing. And that thing, it's soft right now, it's just green, but once it grows harder and bigger, it's gonna grow these burrs on them, and then they hurt, and they're the worst thing. Like compared to Legos, look at the big old patch right there. That's just gonna grow and grow out, and it grows out onto the bike trail here, and then people will pop their tires. They get punctures all the time. Another really large goat head. They just sprawl out. Here's a dry one right here. We could probably find these goat heads with the burrs on them. As you can see, oops, got a large backpack on me. Can we see it? Right there. That thing. Let me see if I can get it. And this one isn't too bad, actually. It's still kind of soft. Might have dried out before it fully matured. But you can see those little like pokey horns on them. It basically looks like a goat's head, like the skull of a goat. And those things hurt. So I'm always clearing out goat heads and nightshades. Oh no, there's my bus. Just kidding. It's a little mini school bus. Hopefully the city bus doesn't come around the corner just like that right now. I really do hope that I don't miss the bus here. I'll probably let you guys go here in just a moment. Oh, what's going on? ANCAP Gamer. How you been doing, brother? You been noticing any National Guard in the war zone? Have you noticed anything going on like that? I haven't. I live right there in the war zone, and I have not noticed the National Guard deployed out like they said they'd be at bus stops and be on a corner and clearing out the unhoused situation and all that. But I ain't seen nothing. But also, I'm usually working away from home too, so like I'm way up in the far northeast heights. We're at Eubank in an academy right now. I'm hoping not to miss the bus here. I probably won't go live on the bus because I don't want to get anyone on the bus and cause problems. That's usually what happens. People like get all upset that you're like filming them, or they didn't give you permission or whatever. And I ain't trying to get anyone all pissed off over nothing. So we'll probably get going here after crossing the road. Hopefully we don't miss the bus. I ain't trying to run. Like I said, I hurt my knee earlier. I was pulling some weeds and I was yanking, and wow, my elbow went right into my kneecap. I thought I like offset it to the side somewhere. I don't know, it hurt bad for a minute. But then it was fine. As a ex-skater, I used to love to skateboard. And as an ex-skater, you gotta walk it off. You just gotta tough it out, walk it off. Because if you don't walk it off and you like hold your leg or your knee or wherever you're injured, and you hold yourself in that injured position for a minute, then you won't be able to heal. But if you continue like walking on it, stretching it out, and now I don't mean like you break a bone, go and walk it off, like good luck with that. But if you tear a ligament, you ain't gonna be able to walk that off. But the bumps, the bruises, those kind of pains, you can usually walk that kind of stuff off. So I just learned I gotta do that. Oh no, here's the bus. Just kidding, not the bus. I think I made it. I'm right here. But like I said, I ain't trying to run. My knees, I'm getting old. I'm almost 50. But I could kick, and I could punch, and I could kick. You guys remember that from Saturday Night Live? I can kick above my head still. I'm pretty flexible. We were talking about that over at the Indian Village at the State Fair recently, and talking about how at the Indian Village they do these like different games and stuff, and one of them was like a feather pickup or dollar pickup, where they put either money or feather down on the ground, and then you got to pick it up with just your mouth, and you can't let your knees touch the ground. You can't let any other part of your body touch the ground. Just your feet's got to stay on the ground. You got to be able to grab it with your mouth and then lift yourself back up. And I was able to do it. Like, they went through like 10 guys, and everyone was like falling on their faces, falling on their asses, falling backwards, falling forwards, not able to like bend down and do it. Not even close. Not even close. And I was like, man, is it really that hard? And then I go up there and I do it like it's nobody's business. I'm like, that's my business right here. And yeah, that's what happens when you stay flexible doing yoga and just stretching out. Like, I don't do a bunch of like downward dog and roaring lion and pound the hippo or whatever they call these different things. You know, you got to know where your body is sore and what isn't really like got too much stretch, and then you just stretch those areas. You really work them, stretch them. Make sure you breathe into your stretches and always breathe in, breathe out. Try to hold your stretches for at least like 15 seconds, if not 60. At least go for that minute. 30 seconds to a minute's good. 15 seconds though, that's a good one. But I'm gonna let you guys go, because I don't want you guys to just be sitting here where there ain't nothing going on. And I don't know if the bus is coming. I want to use my phone to see if it's right around the corner, or do I continue walking all the way to Montgomery, where I can catch the Montgomery bus. I think that's the number 5 or the number whatever Montgomery is. The number 5 or the number Montgomery. So I'm gonna let y'all go, but thanks for walking around with me. You guys have any questions before I go? I tend to shut off the live stream before I even ask, like, hey, do you guys got any questions for me? I'm just like, all right, laters, and I just like hang up on you guys. But a couple cool things. We got awarded some ribbons at the state fair. Talking about the state fair. And also, I wasn't able to do that feather pickup this year. The year that I did it was like maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago, like a while ago, like 2018, 2019, somewhere around there. I don't know, but it was back a while ago. You know, I'm a lot older. I don't know if I'm as flexible, but they banned me. The people who run that stuff, they know me and everything, and they're like, what, dude, you did that too easy. Like, no, you can't. You're just gonna win all the money, all the prizes every time. Like, yeah. But so at the state fair this year, our family entered into the creative arts building, and my wife, she won best of show, 4 first place winners and a second place winners for her greeting cards, guys, which I need to share with you guys at some point. And yeah, they banned me. But it was all, you know, all in fun. Like, we're all family there, you know. I love those guys, they love me. But they were just like, dude, like, you can't just come up here and just do that like that too easy when everyone else is like just falling on their faces. So we have a good laugh about that I'm banned from it. Like, that's a funny thing, to be banned from the feather pickup. Has anyone ever been banned from the feather pickup in their lives? But so my wife won all them ribbons. It was crazy when we picked up all the ribbons and picked up our art. And she had this pile of like cards and ribbons all stacked up like that. It was like, what? It's so crazy. I entered one item, you know, like I did before with the 50th anniversary tribute of the 13 original hot air balloons from 1972 replicated in glass. And we're just watching traffic right now, sorry. There ain't nothing going on. And I won best of show, and I won first place for that one. In the hot glass category competition, I wasn't in the stained glass competition. I wasn't in the fused or slumped glass competition. I was in the hot glass torch lamp work competition. You know, that could be borosilicate glass or soft glass, but it's basically lamp work or torch work, hot glass competition. And then this year, I entered into the same category, the hot glass competition, not the stained glass, not the slumped glass or the fused glass in the kiln worked glass. I wasn't doing any of that. I was in the lamp work, hot glass torch work competition in that category. And I was the only entry. So I was like, oh, well, dang, I guess I probably won Best of Show in first place in this category specifically, right? And then when I show up to go see my ribbon, I have a red second place ribbon, which is awesome still. I still won second place, guys. But they slumped me, no pun intended, into the slumping and fused kilned glass worked competition. Because I was the only entry in the hot glass, that they basically ripped me off from my first place and my Best of Show ribbons. But it is what it is, and I don't take things personal. I just go with the flow, and I just be happy with the second place win. But I am going to let people know that that is what happened, because I like to speak truth and be honest about things. So I thought that was a little bit weird, odd, interesting that they just decided to do that and took that away from me. But we all still won. And then our son, he entered into the Lego competition, which at the Creative Arts Building, they say the Lego competition is the largest, biggest, the most amount of entries in any category. It's become extremely popular, and all kinds of people are entering the Legos. And when we entered them, I was like, well, you know, it's just cool that he gets to enter into the Lego competition here at the State Fair. He gets to have his Legos on display for, you know, tens of thousands of people to see his build and everything. And if he wins a ribbon, that'll be cool, you know, if he gets like third place or even like participation ribbon or third place, second place, first place. But no, our son won Best of Show, guys. Got the Purple Ribbon Award with the sachet, the extra little sash and everything, with the triple ribbons on the purple ribbon. He was like all happy, like, oh, I want to go see my blue ribbon. Like, nah, dude, you got a purple ribbon. That's even better than a blue ribbon. You're a purple ribbon winner. So he got Best of Show, guys. In his category, I guess it was 6 years old and 7-year-olds. And he's only 6 years old. He just turned 6 in May. And so he won. He beat out all the other 6-year-olds and all the 7-year-olds. I don't know if it was 8-year-olds too. I think it was 6 and 7, and then 8 and 9, or maybe 8 to 10, and then teenagers, and then young adults and adults or something. I don't know. I don't really know what the age categories were, but he won Best of Show, guys, which is awesome. So when I get home later, I'll probably show off all of our ribbons and awards, put them all together, show you his build, because I couldn't really show it to you while it was in the glass case, but now I can really show it to you, kind of move things, because it actually is functional. It's like he's got moving pieces in there and stuff. It's really awesome. Isn't this a beautiful blue sky? Have you noticed we got no chemtrails today? It's beautiful blue sky today. That's because there's a storm coming in, and they're going to allow this storm to come in. Usually when these storms are rolling in, they spray extremely heavy, and it looks like an overcast sky. But now we've got the beautiful Simpsons clouds. This is what New Mexico and what Albuquerque is or was known for, was these beautiful poofy clouds that are just you know, offset by that amazing, majestic blue background. And we don't have them too much these days because of all of the aerosol canvassing. That's the technical scientific term, is aerosol canvassing. And they eject it out from airplanes, and they just like, they're doing cloud seeding. And what people think is cloud seeding means is that they're like trying to plant seeds that grow clouds. But what it is they're cloud seeding, meaning that they're just putting up their own clouds with their own types of seeds to do their own type of experiments and things like that. So when they say on the news, yeah, we got cloud seeding going on, then and it's to help with the climate change. You know, climate change is as simple as like when the seasons change. You know, the climate change. When I'm about to go inside after being outside in a hot day, and I walk into that air conditioned room, then that's climate change. You know, climate change is real because our climates, it changes from moment to moment. I'm in the shade right now. I step out here into the sun and my climate just changed, right? Climate change is real, but don't be fooled by what they're saying when they're talking about how they're doing this and that. They're making excuses for doing experiments on us and dropping things. So I just like to always talk about that stuff and share it out, and then also point out how beautiful this blue sky is. Like, look how deep blue that is. It's freaking amazing today. It's a beautiful day. I'm gonna let you go. I don't want to stand here forever. I'm gonna check the bus route. You guys have a beautiful day. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Thanks ANCAP for coming in and chatting a bit. Maybe I'll see you around sometime soon while you're in the war zone. There's always stuff popping off. So if I see you live and you're anywhere near, I'll come by and say hi again. All right. Love and blessings, you guys. Have a good day. I'm out. Later.